Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Apecoin price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Apecoin chart, which has continued to hold above the $6 mark, which has been acting as support. And at the time of this recording here on the 4-hour chart, we are trying to battle out the 20-day MA, which is acting as resistance, and a break above the 20-day MA could trigger a bit of a bounce to the upside, which could help us fully maximize target areas that I had sketched out here on the Apecoin chart. And before I get further into the technical analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video by first giving you a recap of what has been happening before I give you my next target areas and the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Apecoin, after making its low at around the $2.5976 mark, we started a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that had been obeying the Elliot structures, where you can see the wave 5 over here made its peak at around the $4.6 mark and also completed a larger Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 1, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2, which retest back into this red target area that I had over here using the Fibonacci's, and also saw that ABC corrective structure, fully maximizing the formation of that wave 2. And whatever we expected next after seeing the formation of that wave 2 is a bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And using the trend based Fibonacci, I can sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then drag the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $6.5251 mark. And that is the minimum that I was expecting that wave 5 to the that wave 3 to the upside to do. And because a wave 3 to the upside is also an impulsive wave, we also expected to see a 5-wave structure in formation. And you can see I have this 5-wave structure where I believe we are still in the formation of this wave 5, and there are chances that we might see a bit of a pump to the upside to fully maximize our target area at around the $6.52 mark, and also complete the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. And that move can only happen in case we continue pushing even higher, manage to break above the 20-day MA, which is now acting as resistance. And once that happens, I will also be expecting Apecoin to manage to break above a key area of resistance at around the $6.35 mark. And in case that happens and we see a retest of that key area of resistance, then we can continue unlocking even higher prices and fully maximize our target area to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3 to the upside. But you also need to have in mind that there are chances that we might have seen the high for that larger Elliott wave count 3 to the upside, and whatever we are seeing over here could be the start of a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 4 to the lower side, which we expect after seeing the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 3. And using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the second wave, which is down here, to the high of that wave 3 that we have currently at around the $6.46 mark, we can get a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and that perfectly lies between the $5.235 mark and the $4.8557 mark. And that is the minimum that I would expect that fourth wave to the lower side to do in that ABC corrective structure. And that would be another perfect entry into Apecoin, so that we can be able to ride another bounce to the upside in the formation of these larger Elliott wave count 5 to the upside. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. A break above the 20-day MA could trigger a bit of a bounce to the upside to get us back to the next key area of resistance at around the $6.35 mark. But in case we see a rejection of the 20-day MA, which is acting as resistance, continue unlocking lower prices and get back to the $6 mark, which is a key area of support. In case we lose that key area of support and maybe see a retest of that key area of support, then we can continue pushing even lower in an ABC corrective structure to fully maximize the formation of this wave 4. And then from there we can expect another bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. And taking a look at the indicators here on the 4-hour chart, and before I do that, I have a chart pattern that is in formation here on the 1-hour chart, which is a double top. that is fully supporting the formation of this wave 4 to the lower side, because this is a chart pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the minimum target area of the breakout being given by the height between the tops and the neckline, and that gives me a minimum target area back to around the $5.4 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect that breakout to the lower side to do, and that will be fully supporting the formation of this wave 4 to the lower side. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. And getting back to the 4-hour chart so that we can take a look at the indicators, here on the RSI we are trading at around the 54 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support further movements to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have been able to print a bearish cross, meaning lower prices are still coming our way, and that fully supports the formation of that wave 4 to the lower side. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.